Dan Blocker remains one of the most beloved figures in classic television history. Best remembered for his warm and unforgettable portrayal of Hoss Cartwright on the legendary Western series Bonanza, Blocker's life story is filled with dedication, family values, and remarkable achievements. From humble beginnings in Texas to becoming a household name across America, his journey reflects perseverance and authenticity. His sudden passing shocked fans around the world, leaving a lasting impact on television storytelling. This article explores Blocker's early life, military service, acting career, family, and the tragic circumstances surrounding his untimely death. Humble beginnings in Texas. Dan Blocker was born Bobby Dan Davis Blocker on December 10, 1928, in DeKalb, Texas. Raised in West Texas, his early life was grounded in strong community values, modest living, and hard work. Eventually, his family moved to O'Donnell, where he spent much of his youth. Even as a young boy, Blocker was known for his towering size and gentle personality. Despite his physical strength, friends and neighbors remembered him as kind-hearted and protective. These qualities would later shape the character he famously portrayed on television, making him a relatable and beloved figure for millions of viewers. Education and early passion for acting. Blocker attended the Texas Military Institute during his early education before enrolling at Sul Ross State Teachers College in Alpine, Texas. While there, he played college football, which suited his powerful build and athletic ability. However, it was during this time that he discovered a deep interest in acting and theater. Blocker eventually earned a master's degree in dramatic arts, an achievement that surprised many who assumed his future would revolve around sports or physically demanding work. His academic dedication and artistic curiosity revealed a thoughtful individual determined to pursue storytelling and performance. Military service. During the Korean War, before fully launching his acting career, Dan Blocker served his country in the United States Army during the Korean War. Drafted into military service, Blocker served as an infantry sergeant between 1951 and 1952. His time in the Army demonstrated courage, discipline, and leadership. Fellow soldiers remembered him as dependable and calm under pressure. The experience helped shape his character, reinforcing the values of responsibility and teamwork. These qualities later influenced his approach to acting and his relationships with colleagues in Hollywood, earning him respect both on and off the screen. Entering Hollywood and early television roles. After completing his military service and education, Blocker pursued acting professionally. During the 1950s, he began appearing in small television roles that helped him gain industry experience. He made guest appearances in popular Western shows such as Gunsmoke, The Rifleman, and The Restless Gun. These roles showcased his strong screen presence and natural charisma. Producers quickly noticed his unique combination of physical strength and gentle personality. Though many of his early characters were rugged or intimidating figures, Blocker's warmth and authenticity distinguished him from typical Western actors of the era. Breakthrough role in Bonanza. In 1959, Blocker landed the role that would define his career, Hoss Cartwright in Bonanza. The show followed the lives of rancher Ben Cartwright and his 3 sons living on the Ponderosa Ranch in Nevada. Blocker's character, Eric Hoss Cartwright, quickly became a fan favorite. His nickname referred to his immense strength and size, yet the character's personality was compassionate, honest, and deeply loyal. Blocker portrayed Hoss with humor, sincerity, and emotional depth. Audiences connected strongly with his gentle giant persona, making him one of the most beloved characters in Western television history. Chemistry with the cast. The success of Bonanza was partly due to the remarkable chemistry between its main cast members. Blocker worked closely alongside Lorne Greene, who played Ben Cartwright, Michael Landon, and Pernell Roberts. Their on-screen relationships portrayed a believable and emotionally rich family dynamic. Blocker's performance often served as the emotional center of the show. His character represented kindness, fairness, and moral strength. The audience saw Hoss as a protector who balanced the rugged Western setting with warmth and compassion, contributing greatly to the show's immense popularity. Family life and personal values. Beyond the spotlight, Dan Blocker lived a family-centered life. He married Dolphia Parker after meeting her at Sul Ross State Teachers College. Their relationship was built on mutual respect and shared values. Together, they raised 4 children and maintained a close-knit household despite the pressures of Hollywood fame. Friends often describe Blocker as humble and grounded, preferring family time over celebrity social events. His dedication to his wife and children reflected the same sincerity audiences admired in his television character, reinforcing his reputation as a genuinely kind and devoted individual. The Blocker children and continuing legacy. Dan and Dolphia Blocker's children each pursued creative paths. Their son, Dirk Blocker, became a successful actor, gaining recognition for his comedic role as Detective Hitchcock in the television comedy Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Another son, David Blocker, built a respected career behind the scenes as a producer. He earned an Emmy Award for producing the acclaimed documentary Don King, Only in America. Blocker's twin daughters, Deborah Lee and Dana Lynn, also pursued artistic interests. Together, the Blocker family carried forward a creative legacy rooted in storytelling and artistic expression. The tragic and sudden death tragedy struck on May 13, 1972, when Dan Blocker died unexpectedly at the age of 43. The actor had entered Daniel Freeman Hospital for what was believed to be routine gallbladder surgery. Unfortunately, complications developed following the procedure. Blocker suffered a pulmonary embolism, a blockage in the lungs caused by a blood clot. The sudden nature of his death shocked fans, colleagues, and the television industry. Known for his vibrant personality and seemingly strong health, his passing was deeply felt by everyone who had worked with him and admired his work. Bonanza faces an unprecedented loss. The producers of Bonanza faced a difficult decision after Blocker's death. Rather than recasting Hoss Cartwright or ignoring his absence, the show chose to acknowledge the loss within its storyline. This decision was groundbreaking for television at the time. It marked one of the earliest occasions where a major character's death was addressed openly within a series. Though the show did not explain the exact details of Hoss's death on screen, later references in the sequel series Bonanza, The Next Generation, suggested that Hoss died heroically while attempting to save another person's life. Final resting place and lasting memory. After his passing, Dan Blocker was laid to rest in Woodman Cemetery near his hometown. His grave marker is simple and modest, engraved with the name B. Dan D. Blocker, reflecting the humble nature he carried throughout his life. Surrounded by the graves of family members, the site symbolizes his strong connection to his roots. Fans continue to visit the cemetery to honor the actor whose warmth and humanity touched millions through television. His legacy remains intertwined with the golden age of Western television. Conclusion. A gentle giant remembered Dan Blocker left behind more than a memorable television role. He represented integrity, kindness, and authenticity in both his personal life and professional career. Through his portrayal of Hoss Cartwright in Bonanza, he created a character that audiences still cherish decades later. His sudden death changed the course of the show and marked an important moment in television history. Yet his spirit lives on through his family, his performances, and the countless fans who continue to celebrate the legacy of a truly gentle giant.